We have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. This is your Week 18 2024 prediction and preview video. Hit subscribe if you're new. Also, hit the like button. Let's start off with the Miami Dolphins because they are the home team. If they win this game, they clinch the AFC East division. So they have a lot to play for because you clinch a division, you get a home playoff game. And the Buffalo Bills, if they win this game, they're automatically in the NFL playoffs and they want to control their own destiny. So let's get straight into this thing. Last week was a horrible week for the Miami Dolphins. They got completely destroyed by the Baltimore Ravens, 56-19. And this is tough for the Miami Dolphins because they're dealing with a lot of injuries. There would be no Bradley Chubb in this game and no Jalen Phillips. They're both out for the rest of the season. Even though they say it's the last game of the season, they're going to be out for the playoffs as well. Bradley Chubb did suffer a torn ACL, and Jalen Phillips suffered a torn Achilles a couple weeks ago against the New York Jets. And this game, you're going to have to slow down James Cook. James Cook has been the engine for the Buffalo Bills ever since Joe Brady took over play calling duties. They've been riding James Cook a lot in the run game and the receiving game as well. And you look at the rest of the offense. Stephon Diggs is still one of the best wide receivers in the game, but they haven't depended on him as much coming down the stretch. You have Dalton Kincaid and you have Dawson Knox as well, but it all starts with James Cook and getting pressure on Josh Allen, forcing him to throw interceptions. The bad thing is with the Miami Dolphins, like I mentioned before, your two best pass rushers are out for this game, but you still have Christian Wilkins, who has been very good this season. And you also have Jalen Ramsey as well, who has still been a very good corner with this team. You're going to have to go out there, scheme up some pressure, and blitz a lot in this game. Something that Vic Fangio has done a lot this season, but he hasn't been able to do as much with the injuries. So he's going to have to go out there and get a lot of things going with that pass rush front and try to adjust some guys to get some things going across the board. Because if you cannot get consistent pass rush on Josh Allen, you're going to be a sitting duck. A lot of his interceptions come when teams put a lot of pressure on him and they take that run game away. Not saying that Josh Allen can't carry his team on his back because he has in the past, but he's also had some bad games this season as well. Force turnovers on Josh Allen and get it going, whether it's by the blitz, by just going out there and running combo coverage. Do whatever you need to do in this game to put consistent pressure on Josh Allen and take that run game away of the Buffalo Bills front with James Cook. As far as the offense, it's also the walking wounded because even though you have Raheem Mostert, who's questionable, and Devon Achane, who's questionable, two very good running backs with this team, Tua Tagovailoa seems like he's the only guy that's healthy. Tyreek Hill is dealing with an ankle injury right now. He was able to play last week, but he wasn't as effective, and he doesn't have that same burst up the field. He is still one of the best wide receivers in the game. Get him going early. You also have Jalen Waddle, who's dealing with an ankle injury that he suffered against the Dallas Cowboys a couple weeks ago. He's questionable for this game. He was not able to play last week. If he's able to play, that will be huge for this team. But you do have Cedric Wilson, who's a solid wide receiver, and Braxton as well, who's a very good special teams player and has had some big moments this season as well. Get the wide receivers going and run the football in this game. The last time these two teams faced each other, the Buffalo Bills came out with their foot on the gas pedal and they completely took the game from the Miami Dolphins. You don't want to be playing catch up in this game. Get out to a big lead, score points early, and keep the pressure on the Buffalo Bills. And you are the home team. Beat them with speed, whether it's by sideline to sideline speed or just going up the field with Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert. This is a football team that can run the football. If they go out there and do a lot of motion behind the line of scrimmage, just get things going, it just comes down from Mike McDaniel. But the biggest things with the Miami Dolphins to win this game, get Tyreek Hill going early, get the run game going with Tua Tagovailoa, take pressure off of Tua, and to also go in there and just put consistent pressure on Josh Allen with that defense. But I am concerned about the Miami Dolphins defense because of all the injuries. And it's not like the Buffalo Bills are 100% either. And let's talk about the Buffalo Bills. Last week, they came out with a very good victory in hand, and they're dealing with a lot of injuries. Even back to a couple months ago, Matt Milano broke his leg against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The last time these two teams faced each other, Tre'Davious White went out with an Achilles injury. So they're dealing with a lot of injuries of their own as well. But they came out with a strong victory over the Patriots last week, 27-21, and it wasn't the prettiest game. Josh Allen was 15-30 for 169 passing yards, and he did have one interception in this game, but he did have two rushing touchdowns for 44 rushing yards. James Cook did get slowed down a bit. He only averaged 3 yards to carry for 48 rushing yards. In this game, get that run game going and get James Cook going in the receiving game. When James Cook has been a consistent receiving back with this team, they've put up big plays and they put up big yards as well. Look at what he did against the Dallas Cowboys. took over the game. Look at what he did against Kansas City Chiefs. Made major plays in that game as well. Get him going in the seams and get him going early in this game. And do not force the football to Stephon Diggs. Continue to do what you've been doing right now. You can use him as a distraction, but get Dalton Kincaid going, who led the team in receiving yards last week with 87 receiving yards. And you also have Gabriel Davis at times is a very good number 2 wide receiver, but sometimes when he's not playing at his best, he has a lot of major drops. You have to clean all that up in this game. Leave it all on the line, because if the Bills lose this game and the Steelers win their game against the Ravens, the Steelers would take that playoff spot. So it's little to no margin of error for the Buffalo Bills in this game. They have to come out mistake-free, run the football through James Cook, and get things going with the rest of his offense as well. It comes down to the offensive line. And can Josh Allen wake up and not throw interceptions and fumble in this game? Get the run game going with Josh Allen as well. Use his legs and leave it all in the line in this game. It is really a do or die situation for the Buffalo Bills. The last couple weeks, they have looked very good on the defensive end. I mentioned it before. They've been dealing with a lot of injuries of their own. No Matt Milano, no Tre'Davious White. You don't have Jordan Phillips either, but you have Ed Oliver, who has been one of the best pass rushers on this team. They're going to have to go out there and get some consistency at the edge rusher spot as well. Greg Russo has had a lot of good moments this season. 5 sacks on the season, 1 forced fumble. They're going to need him getting into a Tagovailoa's face. Same with AJ Epinesa as well. 2 interceptions and 6.5 sacks. They have a good rotation of defensive linemen. Von Miller, since coming back from the ACL injury, has not looked like himself. And I do think you could put him in this game to stop the run and just put some pressure on Tua. But if he can't get consistent pressure, take him out the game. They do not need guys out there just taking up space. They need to get consistent pressure on Tua, and they need to watch out for Tyreek Hill as well, because Tyreek Hill is a home run hitter, and so are the other wide receivers on the Miami Dolphins as well. They may not give you the same production of a Tyreek Hill, but one blown coverage, and that can end the game for you. Points may be hard to come by in this game, and the defense is going to have to step up. I trust Sean McDermott. Come out, and you may want to blitz and just hit Tua Tagovailoa in the pocket. Come out with some design blitzes and get to Ron Johnson going at the cornerback position, who has been solid this season, and Rasul Douglas has been very good as well. Micah Hyde is questionable for this game. He's missed the last couple weeks dealing with an injury, but you do have Jordan Poyer. With that being said, this is going to be a very close football game, and this should be a good football game. I am going to take the Buffalo Bills to win this game 24-21 by a game-winning field goal. But let me know in the comment section below, who do you have winning this game, the Miami Dolphins or the Buffalo Bills? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, when each and every last win, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.